Today, for today's video, we are going to solve a cash and cash equivalents, no, in a board exam type format. So class, ganito yung format sa board exam. Okay? And actual class, this problem is a CPA board exam problem. Okay? Ito ay lumabas sa CPA board exam. Okay? Ayan. CPA board exam problem. Okay? So, start. Okay? So, by the way, class, this video is brought to you by Premium CPA Review. Ayan. Siya yung sponsor natin for today's video. Okay, follow nyo na lang siya sa FB page. Okay. Sige. Okay. So for the first problem natin, it's all about cash and cash equivalents. Okay. So tingnan natin yung question. Which of the following statements are incorrect? So Morse type siya, class. Morse type question. Okay. Sige, statement 1, pinapahanap total cash. Statement 2, yung pinapahanap natin dyan is total cash equivalents. And statement 3, the total cash and cash equivalents. Okay, take a look at the facts or the given. The company reported the following accounts on December 31, 2026. So meron tayong cash on hand, petty cash fund, current accounts, and dalawang banks, China Bank savings, and then the China Bank time deposit. Okay? And then merong mga notes dito, right? Sa baba. Tingnan natin yung mga notes. Okay, unahin natin yung cash on hand. Okay? Sa cash on hand, okay, let's have the following items. Okay, the cash on hand, no, included the following items. Ibig sabihin na include to sa 600,000 dito. So, okay, yung mga items na include sa 600,000. Let's read. Customer check for 105,000 returned by the bank. Okay, the return on December 31 due to insufficient fund by subsequently redeposited cleared by the bank on January 10. Okay na sana, class, ready deposit. However, it was only cleared by the bank on January 10. So, ibig sabihin, this is a classic example of ano, class, NSF check. Okay, anong gagawin natin, sir? Kapag NSF check, ano yung adjustment natin? Yung NSF check na yan, okay, re-reclassify natin as part of the accounts receivable. So, ibig sabihin, yung 105,000, tatanggalin natin sa cash on hand. Okay, minus 105,000. Okay. So, check na tayo for bullet number 1. So, the bullet number 2, customer check for 45,000. Okay, dated January 10. On the next year, received December 23, 2026. Oy, okay na sana, sir. December 23, 2026. Pero yung date niya at the future date pa. Okay? Pag sabihin natin future date pa, hindi pa siya available for encashment as of the end of the reporting period. So, class, this is a classic example of a post-dated check. Okay, pag post-dated check, class, same lang yung treatment yan sa NSF check. Okay? Ibig sabihin, i-reclassify lang natin yung 45,000 accounts receivable. So, na-include siya sa 600,000 cash on hand. Yung adjustment natin, tatanggalin natin yung 4. Okay? Okay. So, tatanggalin natin yung 45,000. So, let's compute for the adjusted amounts. Okay? 600,000 minus 105,000. Yung adjusted amount lang talaga dito for cash on hand is 450,000. Okay? Did you get the 450,000? And so, pares naman tayo 450,000. Okay. Petty cash fund. Okay, so done na tayo for letter A. Okay, done na tayo dyan. Let's go to petty cash fund. Yung petty cash fund consists of the following. Okay? So, let's analyze the petty cash fund. Currency and coins, 15,000. Okay, okay lang. Sir, included ba yung currency and coins? Okay, na 15,000? Yes, included yan. Actually, yan yung mga typical na may include sa petty cash fund balance. IOUs from officers, sir, included ba yan? Sadly, hindi. Kaya hindi yan na-include as part of the petty cash fund. Sir, ano ba yung classification yan? Classification yan is part of the receivables. So, particularly, mga other receivables yan. Okay? Unreplenished petty cash voucher. Spanish petty cash vouchers, hindi rin natin isasama yan. Sir, ano ba yung classification yan? Classification yan, class, is part of the expense account. So, hindi yan part ng petty cash fund. So, actually, class, yung petty cash fund balance lang natin as of December 31 will be the 15,000. Okay, so 60,000 class, hindi yan yung proper amount. Yung proper amount lang talaga class is 15,000. Okay. So, done na tayo for cash on hand. Done na tayo for petty cash fund. Let's go to the Metrobank current account. Okay. So, actually, there is letter C. Okay. Punta tayo sa letter C. Okay. Included among the checks drawn by the company against the Metrobank current account and recorded in 2026 were the following. Actually, last na call lang siya. It was drawn. Okay. Pag sinabi nating drawn, winidraw yan sa current bank account or Metrobank current bank account. And it was recorded. So, sadly na-record siya on 2026 pa. So, tingnan natin class. Okay. Check written and dated December 23, 2026 and delivered to payee on January 31, 2027. Okay na sana. Okay na sana kasi dated siya December 23, 2026. However, yung problema lang na-deliver siya sa payee January 31 pa lang of the next year. So ano yung adjustment dito, sir? Ano to, sir? Yung this is a classic example of undelivered check. Okay? Undelivered check. Okay? So obviously yung nangyari dito is that okay, as of 2026, okay, trinit na ng company as disbursement sa cash. So, ibig sabihin, nabaan niya yung balance of cash. Okay? Nireduce niya yung balance of cash. Pero, obviously, hindi pa siya nadi-deliver. So, wala pa dapat disbursement. So, yung magiging adjustment, sir, yung adjustment natin dito is i-add back natin sa cash. I-add back natin for 75,000. So, let's add back 75. Okay? Ayan. So, done na tayo for the first bullet. Let's have the second bullet. Check written December 26, dated January 30 of the next year, delivered to pay on December 28, 2026 for 135,000. Aba, okay na sana. The-deliver siya on December 28. Pero yung problema naman, class, yung date naman ng check, January 30 of the following year pa. So, again, sir, This is a classic example of ano, post-dated check. No, this is an example of post-dated check. So, anong nangyari? Similar lang doon sa undelivered check. Yung company, nireduce yun yung cash balance niya. Okay? Treat niya as disbursement sa cash. Pero, yung katotohanan, hindi pa pala. Okay? So, ano yung adjustments, sir? Okay. Similar lang sa undelivered check. Ipo-plus lang ng natin or i-revert back natin back to cash. Okay? Yung 135,000. I-add back natin sa cash for 135,000. Okay? So, tingnan natin yung adjusted balance ng Metrobank current account. 15 million plus 75,000 plus 135,000. How much? 15,210,000. Okay? This is the adjusted balance of the MBTC current account. Okay? Tingnan natin yung PNB. PNB current account number 1 and PNB current account number 2. Pero, overdraft. Okay? Class, yung general rule, pag overdraft, di ba? Pag overdraft, yung general rule natin, okay, is, liability siya. Or, treated siya as current liability. Okay? Treated siya as current liability as a general rule. Yung exception niya, class, is ito. Okay? Yung exception natin, class, is ito. One of the exception is that if, right? If within the same bank siya, kahit different account pa yan, okay, pero within the same bank, yes, the company can indeed uh, pwede siyang i-net na lang or pwede siyang i-offset. Okay? So, magkano yung offsetted amount or the netted amount dito, class? Yung net amount, class, is 11.7 million. Okay? Ayan. O, take note lang sa exception, class. Yung general rule talaga, current liability. However, as an exception, pwede siyang i-offset if within the same bank or different account pero within the same bank. Okay? So, I hope klaro 'yon. And then, yung China Bank Savings, okay lang ba? Wala bang data for the China Bank Savings? So far, wala namang data. So, 50,000, okay na to. Okay, walang adjustment so far. Okay, so, pwede na po tayo makakompute ng total cash. Okay? Total cash lang po. Okay. So, yung total cash natin class, we know yung total cash, okay, is equal lang po yan sa cash on hand plus cash in bank. Tama ba? Cash on hand and cash in bank. Okay, so tingnan natin yung total cash on hand natin. Tingnan yung cash on hand natin, how much? That's for 450,000. Okay? 450,000. Magkano naman yung, wag mong kalimutan ha, yung petty cash fund. Okay? Part rin niya ng cash on hand. Okay? 15,000. Oh, 15,000. Lagay natin 15,000. Okay? And then the cash in bank. So yung cash in bank, mainly from Metro Bank, PNB, and China Bank. So magkano yung Metro Bank natin? MBTC. Lagay natin MBTC. Magkano yung Metro Bank current natin? That's for 15,210,000. So, lagay natin 15,210,000. Okay? Magkano naman yung ano? Yung dalawa, yung PNB. Yung PNB, alright, yung PNB, meron tayong 11.7 million. Okay? Yung PNB, 11.7 million. Okay? Yung China Bank naman, yung China, lagay ko na lang dito, China. Okay? China Bank Savings, 750,000. Okay? 750,000. So let's compute for the total cash balance natin. Let's compute. So that's 450,000 plus 15,000 plus 15,210,000 plus 11,700,000. Okay? Plus 750,000. Yung total cash balance natin is 28,125,000. Okay, 28,125,000. Okay, actually class, yung statement number 1, 28,125,000. So, indeed, yung statement 1 is true. Okay? So, let's have statement number 2. Yung total cash equivalence. Yung total cash equivalence, tingnan natin yung China Bank time deposit if magko-qualify ba siya as cash equivalent. So, yung qualification natin class or yung criteria to be classified as cash equivalent is kailangan yung debt security po, okay, was purchased 3 months or less prior to its maturity date. Okay, 3 months or less. Yung 90 days, pasok naman siya sa 3 months. Okay, yung time deposit, um, classified naman siya as debt securities. Okay? So, this time deposit class actually is part of the cash equivalent. So, this is indeed no, a cash equivalent. Highlight lang natin class cash equivalent. Okay? So, yung total cash equivalents to be reported in 2026 is 6 million. Yes, true po yan. Kasi 6 million naman talaga yung amount dito. Okay? So, true din to. Okay. Now, okay, sa third statement, total cash and cash equivalents, i-add lang natin yung cash and cash equivalents. So, lagay natin dito yung cash equivalents. Okay, cash equivalents or time deposit na lang. Okay, time deposit. Okay, magkano yung time deposit natin? 6. Okay, so yung total cash and cash equivalent natin, class, okay, is how much? For 34,125,000. Okay, 34,125,000. So yung statement 3, okay, yung amount niya 30,125,000 lang. No? So mali na to, false na. So yung final answer natin class, okay, which statement is incorrect? Statement 1 true, statement 2 true, statement 3 false. So the incorrect lang class is statement number 3. Okay? Statement 3 only. So that's our final answer for question number 1. Okay, problem number 1. Okay. So let's go to problem number 2. And for problem number 2. Okay. Ito class. Another classic board exam type question. Okay? Actually, ito yung mga trending or latest trend sa board exam. Kung yung tinatanong is or yung subject is financial accounting report. Ganito yung mga tanungan class. Okay? Sige. So, yung technique dito class is iti-treat mo lang siya as true, parang true or false lang. Isosolve mo isa-isa. Okay? So, correct amount of cash in bank. Okay? Correct amount of petty cash fund, the correct amount of cash, and the correct amount of cash and cash equivalents. Okay. So, let's have the facts. On December 31, 2026, the company provided the following data. Okay. So, meron tayong cash in bank, time deposit, money market placement, savings deposit, okay, sinking fund for bond payable, petty cash fund. Okay. So, isa-isa natin class pag-analyze. Okay. Tignan natin yung note number one. So note number one, the cash in bank included customer check of 400,000 outstanding for 18 months. Okay. So yung cash in bank class na 6 million, ini-include yung customer check of 400,000 outstanding na for 18 months. Class, pag 18 months na class, okay, this is considered as stale check. Sir, ano ba yung treatment pag stale check? Yung pag stale check na class, i-revert natin to or i-reclassify natin to accounts receivable. Ibig sabihin, yung 400,000 class, yung adjustment nito is i-reduce natin or tatanggalin natin sa cash in bank. So, tatanggalin natin yung 400,000. Okay. So, 400,000, tanggalin natin yan. Okay. So, done na tayo for number one. Okay, number two. Okay, check of 500,000 in payment of accounts receivable. Okay, was dated and recorded on December 31, 2026, but mailed to creditors January 15, 2027. Okay, class. Again, yung number two, okay, this is an example of undelivered check. Okay, undelivered check. Okay. So, yung ginawa ng company dito, class, yung ginawa ng company, binawasan na yung cash. Okay, binawasan na as of December, binawasan na yung cash. Pero dapat hindi pa bawasan. Bakit? Kasi hindi pa na-deliver. So, sir, what will be the adjustment on this one, sir? Siyempre, pag yung adjustment, reduce yung cash, dapat yung adjustment natin, okay, pa-add naman sa cash. Okay, i-add natin yung 500,000. Add natin 500,000. Okay, done na tayo for number two. Number three, check of 200,000 dated January 31, 2027 in payment of accounts payable was recorded and mailed December 31, 2026. Aba, recorded na siya on 2026, mailed na rin siya sa 2026. Pero yung problema dito, class, yung date niya kasi future date pa yan. Ito ay classic example naman ng post-dated check. Now, yung post-dated check, similar treatment lang yan. Okay? Nung undelivered check. Yung ginawa ng company, binawasan na yung cash balance nila. Pero, hindi pa dapat. Diba? Kasi, post-dated naman eh, future date pa. So, dapat hindi pa binawasan yung cash. So, yung magiging adjustment natin is i-add back natin sa cash yan. No? I-revert natin back to cash. Yung 200,000, add back to cash. Okay, add back natin sa cash, 200,000. Alright? Ayan. Alright. Okay. So, done na tayo for number three. Tignan natin yung number four. Okay. Number four, the reporting period is the calendar year. The cash receipts journal was held open until January 15, 2027, during which time an amount of 900,000 was collected and recorded on December 31. Class, this is a fraud class. Bawal to. Okay? It's because kung gawa tayo ng timeline, okay, ito yung December 31, okay, dapat until up to this point lang class. Okay? Dito bawal ka na diyan, no? Yung any collection na mangyayari beyond December 31, okay, or any sale mangyayari beyond December 31, okay, dapat hindi na siya treated as sale as of December 31 lang, no? Kasi beyond the period na beyond or inabutan na yan ng cut off. So, bawal yung ginawa ng company dito. So, to correct this class, to correct this error, yung gagamitan natin, so hindi nga to error kasi considered na siya as fraud. So to correct this one class, yung 900,000 nasama yan dito sa cash in bank. So yung 900,000 kailangan nating class? Kailangan nating i-minus. Okay, kailangan nating i-reduce yung balance ng cash in bank. Okay, for how much? For 900,000. Okay? 900,000. Okay. So yung adjusted natin na cash in bank class, how much? Adjusted cash in bank is 6 million minus 400,000 plus 500,000 plus 200,000 minus 900,000. Okay? Yung adjusted talaga natin class is 5.4 million or 5,400,000. Okay? Actually class, yung letter A natin is indeed true. Okay? Kasi yung correct amount of cash in bank natin is 5.4 million. Okay? Ayan. Okay. Let's take a look at the other choices class. Okay? Um, done na tayo with cash in bank. Let's have time deposit. Yung time deposit, pag nakita nyo time deposit, isipin nyo agad yan class. Part ba yan ng cash equivalence or hindi? Okay? Part ba yan ng cash equivalence or hindi? Tingnan natin yung criteria. Masasama sa cash equivalent if it is a debt security and then it was purchased 3 months or less prior to its maturity. Aba, 30 days lang. Yung time deposit plus, 30 days lang. So, most likely sasama to as part of the cash equivalent. Okay? Part siya ng cash equivalent. Okay. Good to class. Goods yan. Next, money market placement due on June 30, 2027. Okay, money market placement due. Okay, on June 30, 20. Aba, next year pa. And then 6 months pa to class. 6 months pa yung maturity nito class, no? So, hindi to magka-qualify as part of cash equivalent. Hindi rin to magka-qualify as cash. Okay. Savings deposit in closed bank. Okay. Okay na sana savings deposit pero dun siya sa closed bank. Okay, pag sinabi natin closed bank, aba, hindi na to available for cash. Okay? One of the criteria para ma-classify siya as cash is kailangan yung cash po is unrestricted. Ito, restricted to kasi closed bank na. So, hindi siya sasama sa cash. Okay? So, sir, ano ba yung classification niyan? Yung classification nito class is siguro receivable na rin to class. Okay? Or part siya ng other receivables. Okay? Basta receivable din yan. Yung money market placement, pwede natin siyang gawin short-term investment. Okay? Pwede siyang gawin short-term investment. Okay. Now, for the sinking fund for bond payable on June 30, 2028, okay? So, bond payable due on, so yung sinking fund, nakatoka siya or meron siyang purpose. Yung purpose niya is to pay the bond payable due on June 30, 2020. Yung classification nito class, kailangan mag-mirror siya sa maturity date or yung mag-mirror siya sa classification ng payable na kanyang binabayaran or yung purpose niya. Okay, yung bond payable dito class, you can see naman, okay, as of 2026, babayaran siya on 2028 pa or June 30, 2028. That's more than 1 year. So, yung bond payable is treated as long-term bond payable or long-term debt. So, yung classification class, kailangan mirror. Yung sinking fund, pwede natin to i-treat as long-term investment or long-term fund. Yan. Pwede rin yung long-term fund class. But ang importante, hindi po siya part ng cash. Kasi kailangan mirror siya sa classification ng payable. Alright? So, long-term fund. Yung petty cash fund, wala namang adjustment for petty cash fund so far. So, this petty cash fund is correct na class. Okay? Yung petty cash fund, part yan ng cash. Okay? Good as cash yan. Okay? Sige. So, in this case class, yung petty cash fund, 40,000 daw. Okay? Yung petty cash fund, 40,000. So, yes, indeed, true din po. Okay? Petty cash fund naman is 40,000. Okay. The correct amount of cash is 5,540,000. Correct nga ba, class? Okay. So, yung cash class, we know that's composed of the cash on hand and cash in bank. Okay? So, total cash yan. Obviously, total cash. Okay? So, yung mangyayari, class. Okay? So, yung cash on hand natin dito, class. Okay? Yung cash on hand natin dito is magkano? Yung petty cash fund, 40,000. Okay? I-plus na lang natin dito class yung 5.4 million na ano. Pa-plus natin yung cash in bank na 5.4 million for, ayan, 5.4 million. Okay? So, yung correct total cash natin class is 5,440,000. Okay? 5,540,000. Okay ba? Correct din class. Um, Choice C is true as well. 540,000. Okay. The only left is letter D. So most likely yung sagot na is letter D. Okay? Which is ito. Kasi yung total or the correct amount of cash and cash equivalents will be total cash. Magkano yung total cash? 5,440,000. Okay? And then yung cash equivalent natin class, isa lang. Ito yon, yung time deposit. Okay? Isa lang yung time deposit. Ayun, no? Yung 2 million. Okay? Yung time deposit natin, okay? Time deposit, okay? For 2 million. Okay? So, yung total cash and cash equivalent talaga natin class is 7,440,000. Okay? So, option D or choice D is incorrect because 7.4 billion siya. So, false yan. So which of the following statement is or are incorrect? Yung incorrect dito class is letter dog. Okay, final answer for this problem class is letter dog, 7.4 million. Okay, so yan lang class actually. So, ito yung ito yung usual na tanungan or ito yung format sa board exam. Okay? Current, currently, or ito yung trend, current trend sa board exam natin. Okay? So, technique sir, yung technique natin dito is mag-solve na mag-solve actually. Okay? Para mas mabilis tayo Kasi no choice tayo eh. Kailangan natin i-solve isa-isa. Okay? Yung choices. So, kailangan tayo mag-practice in order to be faster, no? Sa pag-solve. Okay? So this will be for the cash and cash equivalents, no? Don't forget to subscribe and follow my FB page and also the FB page of this premium CPA review. So yun lang muna class for the day. Stay tuned kasi we have another video naman. Probably the accounts receivable naman yung or bank reconciliation yung sasagutan natin. It's either lang. So we'll announce na lang yan. Okay? So thank you and good day.